Hi, my name's Ed Wilkins, and I just turned 50. My wife and I committed to Sprint Set on February 19th as our actual start date for a couple different reasons. The biggest reason was to just get healthy. Being a diabetic, high blood pressure, joint pain, and just overall lack of mobility. We were just sick and tired of medicine and everything else. And the weight loss was just a nice side positive effect of Sprint Set. We were just looking to get healthy and get away from medicine and just have a healthier lifestyle overall is the biggest reason why we committed to Sprint Set over any other weight loss. And the advantage of Sprint Set, we felt the advantage of Sprint Set is the coaching along the way and the help of Sprint Set themselves, and also Dr. Eric and his staff really made a big difference in our first 63 days so far of Sprint Set. It's a great question. The biggest positive changes I would have to say, starting with Sprint Set was, well, there's quite a few positive changes. When I started with Sprint Set, my blood pressure was on average 190, 185 over 120, 125 in that ballpark. I was also on high blood pressure medicine, and that was actually my average being on blood pressure medicine. Diabetic, insulin, and pill dependent. Since starting Sprint Set on February 19th, and I keep referencing back February 19th because it literally changed our life from that day forward. Within 2 weeks, blood pressure under control, no medicine needed whatsoever. My average blood pressure now is on the high side 115, 120 over 72 to 75, somewhere in that ballpark. My A1C, even though I was always controlled, my A1C on average was 6.8 to 7.0. But I was on all the medicine. I was on insulin, taking 90 units a day, plus pills, plus one shot a week of insulin. So, yes, it was quote unquote controlled, but it wasn't controlled due to whatever reasons. Since starting Sprint Set on February 19th, I'm literally down to one pill a day or as needed, and my A1C off all the insulin off everything except for that one pill as needed is literally a 5.8, which is the best it's ever been. Not to mention, it really taught us how to start taking care of our bodies the right way, what foods to eat, when to eat. Made a huge difference. Myself, I dropped weight wise. And again, I did this more to get healthy and to lose weight, but healthy was the number one thing. The weight loss has been absolutely amazing. In 63 days of being in Sprint Set, I've lost a total of 54 pounds, and my wife has lost a total of 24 pounds in 63 days. And we haven't even started exercising or doing extracurricular activities. We weren't, they ask you to walk 30 minutes a day. We weren't even walking 30 minutes a day. My joints and everything wouldn't really allow me to, number one. Number two, it's our busy season for work. It was tax season. So we were literally sitting at a desk from 7 o'clock in the morning to 8, 9 o'clock at night, when we started this process. So I am really excited to next week on Monday, we're actually going to start a walking regiment and a light workout regiment along with doing this. And I just, foresee additional weight loss, additional health benefits, and additional things that Sprint Set is really going to allow us to do. I played Division I football. Always been athletic my whole life. Ended up getting hurt during football. Had seven back surgeries, knee surgeries, shoulder surgeries. So my mobility and my inflammation and my pain level was always through the roof, which hindered from working out and doing everything. Now I feel like the inflammation is gone. I'm able to walk a little bit more, and I'm really excited about getting into and pushing my limitations. I feel like I have the energy now to actually start doing these things and making a solid impact on our life. Hi, we're in day 63. I have lost a total of 53 pounds or 54 pounds, and my wife has lost a total of 23 or 24 pounds. Um, we tried a lot of different things in the past that would work initially, and then when you started introducing food back in, or you thought you were eating the right foods, and you'd lose a little bit of weight, then of course you'd hit a wall and you get frustrated, and it just wouldn't work. We've tried everything from keto diets to cutting out, all the carbs altogether. Um, and, you get a result for short term, but nothing is long term based. And be able to show a track record of, working past the initial phase of everything. So that's one of the things that we really, really like about Sprint Set. It's not only a initial, it's a complete lifestyle change. So, I would say in the past 10 years, my wife and I have tried probably 25 different quote unquote diets, from shakes to keto to, I don't even know, pills and, different shots that are out there and available. And short of having like a gastric surgery or something along those lines, it's all failed. Sprint Set has really taught us how to reprogram what we eat, when we eat, how we go about eating it, and really healing ourselves instead of looking at this as a weight loss. It's really looking at, not trying to sound like it's a cult or anything like that, but it truly is a lifestyle and complete change in what we've been doing, and the results speak for themselves. The best advice I would give somebody going into sprints, that would be a couple different things. The first one would be follow the program. Listen to your coaches, listen to Dr. Eric, and follow the program. The second piece of advice would be, don't feel bad if you fall off the program for one meal or one day. It is extremely easy to get back on track with Sprint Set, especially using the sources you have. Um, you know, all of us, including myself and my wife Janine, we've had days, and we've had, faced, meals and things where we've had to go out and meet with clients and meet with, people, and just have certain, urges that came across. It is easy to follow the program. It is easy, with everything that's available out there, for us to eat and have, to fall off at one point or another, but getting back in track and trusting your support group that is around you is very important. I would definitely say, don't beat yourself up if you fall off track. do a reset day and get back on track. It's okay. And just use your coaching staff that's available to you as much as humanly possible, and follow the program.
What is your name?
My name is Megan Johnston. I'm 27 and I've worked at Physical Achievement Center for about a year and a half.
Why did you commit to Sprint Set?
I committed to Sprint Set for a lot of reasons. I think like anybody in the public, it was for image at first, so losing weight to make myself feel more comfortable. After having my consult with Sprint Set, it also pertained to my health. So getting to the root cause of it now while I'm young versus waiting and having to be reactive when I got older.
What positive changes have you experienced in your life?
There are so many positive changes after starting Sprint Set. The list will go on, but some of the big ones were weight loss, getting that relief on my joints. I play volleyball 2 to 3 times a week, and my knees were always sore, my ankles, they would swell. Ever since doing Sprint Set, I haven't had any of that. So joint relief, weight loss has been a huge thing. Gives you a lot more confidence, seeing your body disappear, your clothes feel looser. It just makes you feel better overall. Then when I did start working out again, it was feeling lighter and having more energy to compete in the sports at a higher level, which was important to me. A lot of the other things were more energy. I was someone that used to like 9 to 10 hours of sleep and felt like I needed it. But after getting on the diet, getting on a set schedule, I only need about 8 hours of sleep and I'm still waking up and feeling energized. Versus usually I'd been waking up and just feeling kind of sluggish and like have to go to work, have to do this. Now I actually wake up and have energy. I get tasks done before I go to work. So that's been a big change as well. Learning more about food, which sounds silly, but as a young kid or even as a young adult, I wasn't taught a lot about nutrition. So for me, it's actually reading labels on food and finding out what ingredients are actually in it, what ingredients are bad, and I didn't even know it. So that's been a big change for me. It also goes to show just how bad the big things are. The gluten, the sugar, for me, the dairy, and cutting them out can make such a huge impact in your life. It really goes to show how much of the food industry right now is tainted by different chemicals, etc., that are causing our body harm. It should be pretty simple to go back to the basics of fruit, meat, veggies, and so many people don't, but now that I have, it's been a big wake-up call. You know, my body doesn't need all the other stuff that we used to think it did. And it really just shows you how bad the other food is. Another reason or another positive change that happened after Sprint Set was less brain fog. So I was someone that was diagnosed with epilepsy at the end of 2022 and suffered a lot of the different side effects from that. Brain fog, fatigue, memory loss or issues. And so to me, to get any kind of clarity mentally has been huge. So having sharper focus, recalling more than I was previously, and cutting down on the headaches for sure has been a huge benefit from Sprint Set. Another thing that Sprint Set has made a positive impact for has been eating out. I think in Wisconsin, we treat it like a special occasion. Anytime we want to do something, it's always go out to eat. Meet somebody out to eat, meet somebody out for coffee. So for us, me and my husband, it was unique that going out to eat was off the table. So we had to find new things. When you had a free Friday night, we made dinner at home, and then what do you do with all that extra time? So we're trying new experiences, we're spending more quality time together because food is out of the equation. Food is a sustenance, it shouldn't be a main event. Obviously there's always occasions where we want to have food to celebrate in a special time in our life, and that still should be something that happens. But I think it was important to us to realize food should be a meal, we enjoy it, and then we have plenty of time to do other things.
What advice would you give to someone considering Sprint Set?
Anyone considering Sprint Set should do the consult. I think I was pretty awakened during that on how many things I was doing wrong in my life. Oh, I don't like that answer. I got it.
Take two. What advice would you give to someone considering sprint set? What advice would you give to someone considering sprint set?
For anyone considering sprint set, my advice would be do it. If you're already at a point in your life where you're considering that you need help or you want to change your health and wellness, I think this is the right move. For me, I chose sprint set because it was different. Yes, it was a weight loss program, but it also focuses on your health, wellness, and general life. It's working to detox your system, detox your liver. So yes, I'm losing weight and that effect has been fantastic. But at the same time, I know I'm healthier from the inside out. It's not just a fad to help me lose the weight and then I'm going to gain it back because I can't continue the lifestyle. That's the other thing I recommend, is that when this is done, continue this. Yeah, you'll add stuff back in or you'll have special events where you go out to eat. But to me, it's going to be making better choices when I do those occasions. Skipping the cheeseburger and going for a salad or a wrap. Skipping the pizza and doing something healthier. When I had the cravings during sprint set, I made sure if I had it, it was the best possible version of it. So to me, that's also something I would advise. In the future, make the best possible choices based on what you learn from this program. The last thing I recommend is an air fryer. For someone who doesn't cook or use the oven or stove a lot, I was kind of lost the first week. I cannot tell you how much the air fryer saved the diet for me. Being able to throw steak in the air fryer and it's done in 8 to 12 minutes, chicken, shrimp, even the veggies in the air fryer really saved me when I have kind of a time crunch with my evenings with work and then sports.
What is your name?
My name is Robin Barber, and I am actually a worker here at Physical Achievement Center and part of the health and wellness lead here.
Why did you commit to sprint set?
Couple reasons actually. I wanted to experience it knowing that I was going to be helping people along in their journey for weight loss or deeper healing, but I myself have had chronic issues for quite a few years that I've struggled with, and I wanted to get to that deeper level of healing. And when I was introduced to Sprint Set, it just made sense to me.
What positive changes have you experienced in your life?
Oh, everything. Both my husband and I are currently on the program, so it's just helped out our quality of life, our relationship, our emotions, our physical. Weight loss is definitely a result of deeper healing, which is always a nice thing for all of us. But the level of pain, chronic pain that I've experienced has definitely been reduced rather significantly. Still working on that because I know my healing needs to go even longer, but it's been nothing short of amazing.
What advice would you give to someone considering sprint set?
Oh boy. Need to try. It's not like anything you've ever been told before, nothing that I've even heard of, and it makes sense. There's always going to be some skepticism with it, but this is truly, when we say it sounds amazing or hear that it sounds amazing, it truly is amazing. There are the right foods out there that can allow your body to heal, and weight loss is a result of healing, but it's nothing short of amazing, like I said.